It's Kuro Wave. I'm Aaron.
And
we're back with the Flash. Last time on the Flash.
He ran fast enough to inject a shark with a cure.
Without his consent. It's a loud scratch. Yeah, we had Gorilla Grodd and we had King Shark fighting. It was awesome. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you can find out what happened over in Japan. On Akasan's channel. Did you watch that yet?
No. I sat here and I couldn't see it.
I'm kind of pissed off. So you guys go over there, check that out, see what happened there, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, yes, last time we had that, but most importantly, we had Joe back.
Joe. It was great. I was glad Joe came back.
Yep.
It's awesome.
That was the subject of our poll, actually. Who were you more excited to see? King Shark, Grodd, Joe.
Grodd Joe. Grodd Joe?
Not Grodd Joe.
Grodd Joe. 10% said Grodd.
Grodd. Okay.
14% said Shark.
Oh my God.
And 75% said Joe West.
75%. Thought it'd be a little bit more split than that, but that makes sense. I mean, Grodd is, he's the torque. King Shark is the hype. Joe is the heart. You know?
No, he's not.
You don't think he's the heart? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Jesus.
No one's a torque. Or the hype.
You know what you're talking about.
Joe is all of it.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. What are the people saying?
I don't know. Sean says, I missed Papa Joe.
Yep.
Jardo says, Joe West, I'm so glad that Jesse's back. He's healed, though. I missed him.
Yep.
Dip says, as much as I love Joe, it was awesome to see Grodd and King Shark fight. Who would have thought a network TV show would pull that off? So I'm going to say King Shark, because he's our undefeated champion. He is the king. He won. Woo! Give him the belt.
He won, just not fair and square. And we all know this. I don't need Aaron to validate my opinion on it.
He didn't win. Jake says, I would be so torqued if Grodd was a big bad for a whole season.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome. It would be great. We talked a lot about it last time, though, so you can check out our discussion last time about like how we thought the season could go if that was the case. But yeah, so torqued.
Derek says, Joe, I love how when they first cut to the West House, Aaron was like, no, I don't want to see this crap. Then 12 seconds later, he's like, yeah, Joe's back.
Yeah, that was good.
And then Exile says, I did not give you consent to ask me this question.
Damn it, I'm sorry. Forgive us.
John says that the season has felt a bit hollow without Joe, and I'm very glad to finally see him back.
I agree.
Matt says, Eric, I'm sorry, King Shark is better, and he won the fight. Long live the king. Fluxbug says, Grodd and King Shark, fine. But Joe,
yes!
And he's walking. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Walking, doing stuff, holding the bag while Iris hits it. I love it. Love it.
Joel says, this episode's promo really cut my answer down to Joe West. I think I'm going to stop watching promos.
Stop watching promos. CW's like, what? No! Watch the promos. We spend money on those.
Yeah, they don't get money for the promos, though.
I don't know.
They get money for watching, right?
Yeah.
They just spend ad revenue, basically, on that.
I guess.
I mean, it's on CW, so they probably don't spend any ad revenue. But, Anthea Grant says, as much as I enjoyed Grodd and King Shark's fight, Joe's return was long overdue. I miss that man so much, and I'm glad to have Papa Joe back with a bunch of smiley faces.
Yeah, we love Joe. Aaron, make a heart.
Yeah.
Make a heart. It's a spade.
Huh?
Alright, let's go ask Cicada if he will stop.
Hey, you're a bad guy. Can I stop you?
Alright.
Oh, good.
Something big is coming. Or someone.
What? Someone's coming? Who?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Eric,
What's this timeline struggling to go through? It's back into my phone. Holy shit, look at that.
This is going to be one of the biggest challenges of your career as a hero. Do you know what you're going to say?
It might be.
We should check it out.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. I'm going. Oh.
You two did this.
Dr. Vanessa Ambrose, born and raised in Central City, got her MD from Midnighter U.
I think we should be asking the doctor a few questions.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Joe's here to put some pieces together and make this thing get solved.
Yeah, I'm gonna come with.
Feast your eyes on the newest edition to the Jitters menu.
Oh,
so
I can
cool.
put it up too. Yeah.
Meta attack.
Yeah, that's it. Come on.
Chloric acid.
What are you drinking it?
Whoa, what?
Been a while since high school chem, but that does not look like proper lab safety.
Oh!
He shoots acid. Well, didn't neutralize that. Holy shit, that's cool.
Let's go get him.
It's a neat villain.
What do we do?
What?
Look at this burn mark. Dad, today's the day you stop Cicada.
Oh, you're fucking with shit.
You're fucking.
Remember how good Iris looked?
Whoa.
What?
Slow down, say that again. But I don't know who that could be. Everything I know is in those reports.
Okay. Okay. That's enough for now. Thank you very much for your time.
Of course.
She needs a class in subtlety. I get it.
All of these times are different. Cicada doesn't even care if he lives when this is over.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say I don't care about?
You'll know.
The daughter, the girl, the
Flash
Grace.
always knows.
Flash always knows.
Don't fall from grace. There you go. Bam.
I'll miss you both very much.
But you will miss me more. Allez!
Hollow cubes. Uh-oh.
He's going after the acid guy. Whoa!
That's new.
This is like the middle of the episode. Kill Frost! Just keep freezing him! That's good.
The last confrontation between Flash and Cicada.
Okay, what timeline comes out?
We're gonna be rewinding.
We want you to take it.
And why would I agree to do that?
Right. Now what? Okay.
You gotta pull
Guess we
something
can't.
out, Barry, I guess.
Your legacy. You just have to choose it.
That's not gonna work.
I don't know. Maybe.
Told you.
It didn't work. Okay, good.
We're about time.
Good. Just keep freezing him! Freeze his dick off!
What?
I am the Flash.
Look, that man's a zealot. He sees you in that suit, and all he sees is the thing he hates. Metahuman superpowers, the thing that took his niece away from him. He can't see past the Flash. But what he doesn't know, there's a whole lot more to you than that.
Don't tell him your identity.
Need more Barry out.
So if you let her do what she's great at, it's only gonna create more room for you to do more of what you're great at too, right?
Well, damn.
See? He can do it.
You're getting real good at these pep talks, Barry.
I had a pretty good teacher.
What an infectious laugh that man has.
I love the two of them together.
Yeah.
It hurts you to even think about it. My fiance was killed by metahumans during Zoom's rampage, so yes.
Oh, Zoom.
Rampage.
For you to... I love my job. I can stay here all night. And we will. Unless you tell us what you're keeping hidden right now.
Mm-hmm. That was good. What? What's she
I don't know.
hiding?
What's the thing we don't know?
Dwyer's niece, Grace. She's a meta.
Cure her.
Offer to cure her.
What you get?
Actually, I think I'm just gonna talk to him father to father.
It's a really good idea, Dad.
She was hit with a piece of shrapnel infected with dark matter. That's why she's in a coma. And now it's changing her.
That's a lie.
And that's why Ambrose told us where to find you. She's afraid.
Why should I believe you, Flash?
Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh, I don't know if it's a good idea.
So do it.
I think he's gonna do it, but I don't know. Something's gonna go wrong, but oh my god!
If anything goes wrong, or if you're lying
He's so over the top.
I love it.
Here we go.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. It's episode 16.
Injecting the cure.
I don't know.
No, it's awesome, and you can't see anything.
Just two little problems.
Shit.
Kind of like.
It's better. Oh.
60 seconds.
Not the same though. I don't know why it doesn't bother me as much as the other way. Oh. Oh, what's going on? Future reverse flash. What?
Who?
Holy shit! It's another cicada. It's a girl. It's a woman. Is this Grace fighting back with another person, maybe?
I don't know. What's going on?
Oh, Sherlock.
Oh, man, they're still doing the thing to them.
Why?
What is going
Why
on?
is there another? It's like the Sith.
Weep, 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 weep. Good name of silent
Where's
alarm.
that coming from?
Cicada?
How the hell did that happen? I don't know, but he's coming here and he looks pissed. We have to move now.
The shoulders indicate a woman.
Guns, baby. Pew, pew. Yeah, Joe, Iris, the Wests. All right.
Jeez. Squad's up.
What's gonna happen? I mean, it's either a woman
It's a woman.
or Calvin.
Who? Calvin? No, it's a woman.
Oh!
She's got 2 daggers with red on them.
Where'd she come from? It, her, it, he, thing. Jeez, hey,
How? What? I don't understand what Barry's doing.
lightning!
Some lightning?
Don't redirect it. It has this energy blast. You never had an energy blast like this. Oh!
Ah, fucking
West's
chair.
timeline change, right? This who was coming in?
Is this Grace from the future?
This person seems powerful. Remember the one that was in the dream?
Now she can take her powers away, right?
It's gotta be Grace.
Please. Please don't do this.
We got Dwyer. We gave him the cure. If Cicada doesn't exist anymore, who is that?
Someone worse.
Someone.
Someone worse is coming.
That's it?
I've missed you.
It's gotta be Grace, right?
Yeah. It's Grace from the future. Okay.
Told you she was bad. She killed that little girl.
Well, who the hell is this chick? It has to be future Grace then, right?
Yeah, how'd she go through time?
Reverse Flash. I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe Reverse Flash somehow. Though he's stuck in a cell, though he could do it at another time in his life. I don't know.
Because she's definitely older than the Grace that we have in the hospital.
Yeah.
If we go, can we go to the hospital? Is Grace still there in the hospital? Can we just go give her the cure? And then it's solved, and then none of this happened, and it screws with time? How did, I don't know.
I don't know.
Did she come out of her dream? You know what I mean?
Like
Remember how there was the dream, and there was like another cicada,
there was no
in,
cicada
that dream?
in that dream.
Because Owen was still like
Yeah.
cooking and stuff or whatever. But
Yeah.
did she come out of her dream? I mean, her power base is different, right?
Yeah, she's only used to like energy stuff.
Yeah.
And now that she has the
other sword. The dagger.
knife, maybe she can take away powers and use that thing. But I mean, he had super strength and a shield, and he could fly.
Where'd that shield come from?
I don't know.
I've never seen him use that before.
Well, he gets more powerful, right?
I guess.
That was the idea. Was that he was getting more powers and stuff.
I knew Grace was bad. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's a bigger connection somehow. I don't know what's going on. If we still have a little girl in the hospital, we should go.
See, I was thinking like, okay, she is controlling him, but maybe he still has some sort of free will. That's why he's choosing to do this for Grace. She doesn't want him to do that, so she infects another meta, makes it Cicada, and goes after him, to stop him. Maybe she could do that, like once she stopped controlling him, but that's not the case because it's actually her. a grown-up version of her, which we know there's a young version of her, so it's either, like you said, somehow escaped her own goddamn mind.
I don't know.
Or she's come back from the future.
Which, how does she exist in the future if they give her the cure in the past? I mean, they haven't yet, but...
Because they haven't yet, maybe it hasn't happened.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Yet the idea is like, okay, we're going to give him this, it will work, then we give her it, and it works, and then she's not in the future.
Yeah, but because they haven't done that yet, that timeline hasn't changed yet.
That's so wonky. Like, what? You know what I mean?
I know.
It's the idea of like the timeline's always this timeline versus the timeline is different. I don't know. They said about another one converging in, so this must be the difference.
Yeah, this is
why is
and
it?
it's some one.
But why is it different? Why wasn't she always this? You know what I mean?
Because she didn't have to be. I don't know.
I mean,
maybe there were 2 cicadas in the future we didn't know about.
I mean, before we talk about too, like, because they said about Cicada being at large, and you know, even decades later, he's still, never been caught and was out there or whatever, and maybe there was another cicada. Grace grew up to become a cicada,
sure,
and that's why, like, when this cicada disappeared or lost or Flash beat it was still around or whatever.
I mean, it's what Reverse Flash was talking about, like the different timeline trying to break through, trying to emerge. It hasn't emerged yet. So until they do the action, it didn't set in stone yet.
I suppose the third option could be an alternate timeline where Cicada was Grace the whole time.
Yeah.
Has come over this way now.
Guess.
Like it's like he's talked about it seeping in an alternate timeline. Maybe that's what it is. Like the alternate timeline is now seeped in. So it's not that she's from the current future.
Yeah.
And it's not that she's from the dream. It's just that she's from this alternate time. But then, does that alternate time, did it ever... I don't know.
So you're not saying like another Earth, you're saying a different timeline that you can travel between?
Maybe.
I mean, that's never happened before.
Yeah.
That's
well, I mean,
more of
like
a
coming in.
Yeah,
like
but
coming, and he could sense another.
Well, he's seen the valleys and the peaks. Like he can see the timeline, how it's changed and stuff. I think what he was saying is like now it's about to change again. It hasn't happened yet, I don't think it would mean it's an alternate timeline as opposed to the timeline that I'm currently on and investigating is changing.
I don't know. I thought like. Because the way he was talking with Nora and stuff and the malleable thing, like he's looking at it and like these are little things we can do that will kind of change things, but it's about to be a whole alternate timeline that's not just little changes but something entirely different. Mm-hmm. Like, kind of I guess what you're saying, but like he's been looking at the way things have been changing and like maybe like her coming back have made some slight changes, and altering things a little bit, but not so drastic that the whole timeline has been screwed over, just so that someone turned left on this road and went to a different job than this one. But.
So the question, I guess, what we're talking about is like when you create a new timeline of events, does the old timeline still exist versus the new timeline as well? Is it convergent parallel timelines like Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Though, I mean, we haven't seen that yet, but there's nothing saying it couldn't happen. Just that Reverse Flash is from an alternate timeline that no longer exists, and he's still on this one.
Yeah. Well,
so
like Back to the Future kind of visited that a little bit too, with like when they went back to their time when things were changed here, so they went to this timeline's future instead of their timeline's future. Mm-hmm. And then if they went back here and changed this, then they'd be back on their timeline. So like, but also with what Jay Garrick says, like once you change time, you can never quite get it back. So that means whatever you do here, you never get this timeline back. You always get a different timeline of some sort. You can get as close as you can. So I don't know what they do. So is there only ever one timeline? Can there be a crossover at all?
I don't think there can be a crossover. I think it's theoretically possible that those timelines can all exist on different planes of existence, but they can't ever cross over. You can cross over different Earths.
They probably try to do that with like, especially on this show, they're probably like, okay, there's only ever one timeline.
Yeah.
Things can change and that timeline is changed, but it's that timeline. Because we already have a whole bunch of other universes that things are different on already.
That's why whenever you try to put things right, they never quite, like you can form it like clay to try to make it look like it used to, but it's never the same one. Maybe something like that.
I don't know. But I don't know. I was wondering what was going to happen, because, I mean, you said about it, there's a 16th episode, I'm like, okay, well, things aren't going to, there's going to be like a new villain, or something shows up to kind of wrap out the season, but what is it? I didn't think it was going to be an old Grace showing up and attacking us here.
Yeah. I don't know.
She also sensed that rage. I wonder if I wonder if once she... I mean, I'm assuming Owen will wake up. Right, his name's Uncle Owen Dwyer.
It's like Orden or something.
Orlin.
It's
Orlin Dwyer.
Orlin
That's what
Dwyer.
it is. I'm assuming once he wakes up, I mean, maybe if he looks at her, I wonder if he'll change his mind. Like, if him seeing what she's doing and he's not wanting this for her, or if it'd be like, oh, well, we can do this together kind of thing. You know? Like,
maybe.
what kind of attitude, if he's not being, especially if he's not being affected by her. Like, I could see a young girl having rage and growing up with that rage and then manipulating him.
Yeah.
But if it's just been his rage and what he's been doing, and then she has a different rage and what she's doing.
He doesn't care about his legacy right now, but if he sees that's what he, Grace becomes what he is, then he might care.
I wonder if it would alter it, you know?
Yeah, but, I mean, is this something like, because she's from the future and Nora's from the future, Nora's going to have to do something, like to take her back, and they can stop it from then or something like that, and that makes it so that Nora and Iris and Barry don't get to finish the list or whatever like that. I'm assuming it's going to be something like that, maybe?
I mean, even if she is from the future, or another Earth, or any of that, how did she get here? Like, does she personally have some kind of powers that allows her to do something or another like that?
I mean, Occam's razor is that someone brought her. Who do we know? It's Reverse Flash.
What's that got to do with shaving?
Sad.
I mean, I don't know. Reverse Flash is all tied up.
For now.
I mean, for now. He only got like 18 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's one of those things where, like, remember Bill and Ted, the end of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Is that the first one or the second one?
Second one.
Okay.
Like, and what they were having a time battle by preparing them, like, I'm gonna get a gun because in the future I'm gonna come here and give myself this gun, like, theoretically, time travelers, they could do that. It's like, when you get a break, go back and give me something that I needed in this situation. So you could just be coming up with shit that you need and get it because yourself in the future gets it. The only reason it doesn't happen is if you die. But you're not going to die because yourself in the future is going to bring you. It keeps creating causal loops. You could do something like that, but the Flash has never done anything like that before.
I don't know. I
mean, I guess it's future, but we can take a pull at the end.
Yeah. I love Joe and Joe's talk with Barry.
Yep.
And then
Barry's talk to
Joe.
Yeah, that was
which
good.
then in turn helped with Barry's talk with Cicada.
Yep.
So I wish he would have talked to Joe before he talked to Cicada the first time.
I agree.
Doing great.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved Acid Master too.
That was cool.
Like, that's just a neat power. I don't think we've seen.
I loved his escape, like just he's going to the floor. That's
like,
cool.
What if he fell too far? Like, how many stories up was he?
He's a master.
What if it just burned through multiple floors?
Yeah.
He just falling out.
Well, he probably.
Can he slow himself down with acid?
Maybe.
Does he have to drink the acid so he can shoot it? Or what was up with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just like it sustains him or something somehow.
I don't know. Like, that's what he eats?
Yeah, it was a cool little monster of the week thing. It didn't last long. But.
No, it didn't. They already caught him in the pipeline. But no, he was drinking like hydrochloric acid or something, and then he was shooting out acid. I'm like, does he have to drink that like ammo to shoot it out?
Maybe.
Or is he just thirsty?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
No, I liked it too. A little detail. Did I miss this? Because they said it like, remember, when they're talking about Cicada, they said he starts killing again after I vanish. So I guess what they're saying is Cicada, like, after this last picture, we never see him again, and then Flash vanishes in Crisis, and then Cicada starts killing again. That's why Nora's come back, because we need to stop him, right?
Yeah, because in Flash Museum, they had said that he was never captured.
Okay, I guess I kind of just forgot that they said that, like, that Cicada starts killing again after Flash disappears in the Crisis.
Well, that's how we discussed, like, I think that was when we talked about, like, what if he defeats him and he disappears, maybe he dies, but then, like, Grace, years later comes back when Flash is gone and picks up the mantle of Cicada.
So could this be the Cicada that kills again after Flash vanishes in Crisis?
I don't know. Could it be?
And then somehow it's come back in time. Whether it's... being run by a speedster. Checks the legend somehow. I don't know. Okay, well, we'll see. I like the little detail that Iris is using her position as a journalist to pressure insurance companies into paying out for all the damage that Grodd and King Shark did.
Oh, that was a fun little thing there.
I like that. You know,
It says animals, and that includes giant gorillas.
Yes. And then Excess got her own drink.
Yeah, I love the little symbols they always put on those too.
That is cool.
I can't believe they do a Zoom one. Doesn't that seem wrong?
Yeah, I mean, people
like,
died in his
Can you imagine going down to Jeremiah's coffin and, hey, can I get a Ted Bundy? You know what I mean? Like,
ooh, zesty.
like, I don't know. It just...
Yeah.
It seems wrong.
Yeah.
I understand, like, oh, the Flash.
Man, I need to get a warm Hitler on my lips.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, like... It seems terrible.
Like, oh, sorry, you got Hitler stash. Look at phone.
That's how it's made. But no, okay. Like, you know, like, look how upset Ambrose is at the Zoom killing Darius, which I think was her fiance, right?
Her fiance, yeah. So during Zoom's rampage, that's when he was going around killing cops and stuff too, right?
Yeah, remember that? But like, could you imagine like you walk into Jitters and stuff like that, and someone's like, "Oh, let me have a Zoom. That thing's delicious."
I guess it's just a matter of tourism. I guess.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. And Flash is okay. I feel like in our world, people would be like, "No, this is terrible. Don't do this." Someone would be upset somewhere. Probably multiple people. I don't know. People get mad at.
Do you think that people
get mad at Starbucks didn't have what was it on their Christmas cups? Remember that?
Yeah, they're always mad at Starbucks Christmas cups.
There's something people mad about the Starbucks Christmas cups because they didn't have, I don't know,
fucking Jesus or something.
Yeah, Christian on it or something. I don't know what it was. I'm like, what? It's just a cup. Just drink your coffee.
Yeah.
I can't imagine if you're like, I'm going to drink my Christmas Ted Bundy coffee. Right? Oh man.
You know, I do kind of wonder, like, you know, with with internet forums and the way people are today, like, you think there's like fan clubs of like the villains out there? Like, there's like Grodd diehards that like, oh man, Grodd almost took over Central City. We all could have been under our Lord. You know, like they actually do.
Someone like you is there, like
getting torqued. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I wonder if that like
you like Kevin Smith from the Die Hard movie.
Exactly, the wizard.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, Zoom had a lot of people following him. I don't know if that was out of fear or out of like loyalty or out of just all the different people and stuff like that too. But I don't know, maybe. There's some of those I feel like you shouldn't follow at all. Like Thinker.
Yeah. I really like the scene where they're going over all the great speeches that the Flash has had, especially with the music in the background and stuff. Mm-hmm. I just really like that scene. It was cool. Mm-hmm. Just showing like that, you know, Barry's not all about just running real fast. He also can talk people, you know, out of stuff or into stuff.
I like the conversation he had with that too. It's like all these were different though. I can't just she's like, well, I'll take all his best of speeches, put into one mega best of speech, and
especially the Leonard Snart one. I love that.
Yeah, I'm like, so you like that?
Who took the photo in the alley?
Who takes any of the photos? Hey, we were watching Black Lightning. How's that camera? Guys, watch his live feed. And there's like some guy walking in front, and then he's down below, and then he's holding a phone, and then he's.
I figured that with the detail, this is the last picture taken. They would have shown someone taking a fucking picture.
I don't know who did. I have no idea. Who could have taken the picture?
Yeah.
If you have it in a public area, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Iris is there, takes a picture, put it on a blog. He's like, why? Why'd you do that?
I feel like this episode, more than, you know, I think it shows that Killer Frost always could have taken Cicada if they had been smart about it.
Like, she was there, and she's like, all right, I'm out, bye.
Yep.
And, like, he's like, oh, no.
That didn't work. Hey, Killer Frost, get back over there. We know you can handle it. You know, back, you know. I just... You know, it's one of those. I've realized that, you know, this is a fictional show and they're writing to get to this point, you know. But all the times that we fought him in the past, I think that Killer Frost could have just taken him with a more so of thought behind it.
Yeah,
but
I get you.
I think it shines a light on it by having it in this episode.
I suppose, but even still in this episode, you have the new Cicada show up. And everyone's shooting, and she's like, "Oh, gotta keep it away, don't get shot." And then Flash throws his lightning. Then everyone just stops shooting.
Yeah.
Like, what? And then they're like, okay, get him.
Yeah.
Like, just keep shooting.
Like, how do you... we don't know what those blades are, but how do you deflect cold?
Yeah, ice and vibration whatevers and bullets and laser bullets and lightning and it's blocking everything.
I mean, maybe she's enhancing it with her energy thing. I don't know, but I just don't... Like, is she super speed? I mean, super speed. Why isn't Barry's like, and punch her all at once? At one time, you know?
I mean, he got shot.
Okay. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like, oh, she's very, very good. But sometimes when they do that, it's more like not thinking through why your heroes fail versus making your villain succeed. So, but that's the same thing with what I'm talking about with Killer Frost.
The scene when she was listening to all the speeches and stuff of Barry.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we're hearing it from the Iris point of view, I suppose, where like she's listening to it all really fast and she can pick up on it, but Iris is just hearing.
True, yeah. What is that?
I was like, what's that chipmunk noise?
Yeah. So you like the so over the top cicada voice?
It really depends where it goes to. It doesn't bother me like it does you. But I still love the idea that somehow Grace is connected to him.
Yeah, no, I get you.
And it's the rage of a child being pushed onto him. And that's why he's kind of like how he
I don't mind it when he has the mask and, this thing. I realize that he's supposed to have something wrong with his, lungs and stuff. So that's why he talks like this.
Yeah, well, he's stabbed right here.
I know, but when he just takes it off and it's just his face and I'm just watching him and, he's like, if you don't, I will kill everyone here. Everybody's watching him, looking at him. If I was in that room, I'd be like, man, what are you doing? What are you talking like? What do you mean? I'm being intimidating. All right. Let's get him in the bed. Take off your clothes.
Yeah, see?
Put his little gown on top of that. How about that?
He was laying there like, that's not negotiable.
That's not negotiable.
But, I don't know. It doesn't...
Oh, doggy face.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, but it's Batman. He's wearing his mask and he's, this guy just talks like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Imagine Bruce Wayne got confused once.
I guess.
And he took off his mask and was talking to someone. Like, hey, hang on.
I'm buying this whole hotel. These two girls in the fountain are with me.
Can you imagine?
Okay. It's over the top for me. It's I've gotten to the point where I just accept him. Like, that's what he does, But it's so over the top.
You got a boy who runs fast, and you got this guy who talks like that.
Okay, that's all I got. Want to go to Q&As?
One with nice powers. Speed King says, "Do you think Barry was stupid to show Cicada his face?"
At first, I felt it, but it's the only thing that really worked, I guess.
Yeah, it was kind of like Joe said. Is like he doesn't trust metas. Why would he trust the Flash?
Did Cicada already know that he was him anyway?
I mean, he knew about Iris and Joe and Cecile and Starlight. I mean, he knew like everyone else, I think. I mean, I don't know why
everybody should fucking know,
You know what I mean? So I don't feel like it messed up anything.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
All right, Ashwell says, do you think that Grace has aged up because the dark matter affected her brain, speeding up the aging process? If anything, Flash is the show to do it.
So the options are that it's future Grace.
Is it a future Grace?
It's an alternate timeline Grace.
I don't know. I guess however that works.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd still be future Grace then, right?
It would, if we're not going with an alternate timeline.
Well, if it's an alternate timeline, it's still Grace from the future, in that timeline.
Well, kind of.
So our timeline, future Grace.
It would be like the only way I can see that one, like an alternate timeline, being like, okay, that happened. Something happened to her, and as she grew up, she became Cicada, and her uncle was never Cicada.
Okay.
But I don't know.
So an alternate timeline Grace, a future Grace,
his current Grace,
a mind Grace,
like dream Grace, right?
And then current but aged Grace.
Unless you also have like another world Grace, like alternate world.
Okay.
Like alternate, Earth 27 or something.
Another Earth Grace.
I don't know what else.
Okay.
Are there any other options that could
We're
be?
trying. We'll keep going. But okay.
Barry Allen, do you think a speedster brought an older Grace from the future?
Yeah. And then do you think it's Thawne? I mean, yeah, that was my first thought.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
If
it's Grace from the future, which I think that's probably what it is, especially if we're comparing, this is Iris and Barry's kid from the future, this is Cicada's kid from the future, and then that at least complements each other. How did she get there is a whole different question. But I would say Speedster brought her.
Speedster. All right. I don't know. I have no idea. Xavier says, I'm more upset at the fact that Captain Singh still doesn't know that he's the Flash, and everyone else knows.
Everybody. Yeah, well, maybe Captain Singh has one of those things where, like, Barry, I always knew. I was just protecting you. Maybe we'll do that.
Maybe. Allison says, do you think Thawne has slowly been manipulating Nora the whole time in order to change the timeline to set himself free, saying it was to help
Yes.
I don't know. I'm hoping there's something else. I'm hoping there's something more.
Obviously.
I feel like that's the too obvious choice.
That's not the too obvious.
I feel
That's
like
just,
it is.
That's just what it is.
No, I feel like that's what?
Not too obvious. I think it's obvious, but not too obvious. Too obvious was Jay Garrick.
Well, you just said yeah, and I said that and called it episode 1.
Yeah, that's the too obvious choice. This is an obvious, but not too obvious. Not TOO.
But you saying it's obviously that's what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they could subvert it with something else. And
Maybe.
I hope there's something different.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
I mean, it would be too obvious if they were like, she would leave and he would have like a smirk at the end or something.
Was Jay Garrick too obvious?
We said at the very first time they showed up.
Well, I know, but that was because I was like, how do we can trust this guy? He just showed up. What are we
I remember going back and watching. We're like, well, obviously that's the most obvious one. So it's got to be something else. And then they showed them both on screen together. Like, oh, it can't be that. And then that was a lie. Because they realized, oh shit, we're too obvious. Let's show them on screen.
I just remember being like, how do you trust him? He shows up saying he's Jay Garrick. There's some bad guy here in town who's a speedster.
Yeah.
What if he's the bad guy?
Yeah.
All right, maybe he was
That was the TOO. Too obvious.
Crate Spranberry says, oh man, I was really hoping that Reverse Flash or Godspeed or someone was who cut the power, but nope, just another cicada. All right, well, cool, I guess.
I mean, I think a speedster is probably involved.
They were just wanting something else.
Yeah.
It's not something else.
I've heard of this Godspeed dude just from comments and, people wanting like him as a main villain. I mean, he's a Flash villain.
Another speedster, though?
Maybe it's if it's like another speedster fighting to keep Reverse Flash in jail.
Maybe.
That may be interesting.
Maybe. It just...
And that's what that speedster brought,
I've enjoyed having not speedsters be villains.
Me too.
But sometimes then you also get the idea, it's like, just fucking run fast and punch him in the face. Yeah. It's like, well, you can't do this with a speedster.
But hey, it would be cool if like the end of this season / next season is Reverse Flash and the Flash fighting a different speedster. Would be kind of interesting. Then that's a way of keeping Wells around.
We've redeemed the Wells from the future to help us fight Godspeed?
He's not redeemed.
Nah.
It's just like a loose alliance.
Redeemed.
No. No way.
Maybe he wasn't even talking about the cicada. Maybe he's talking about some kind of greater evil.
Mm-hmm.
Not even cicada. Cicada's puny. Puny! Godspeed's scary or something. I don't know who Godspeed is, so. Dobby says, we need an intervention. Barry Allen reveals his identity way too often. It's called secret identity for a reason. Also, he exposed his friends' and family's identities to a serial murder. Do you have a favorite Flash speech or pep talk? Well, I mean, remember back whenever Nora kept trying to change the past, and every time, it was Iris revealed everything,
Yeah.
He found Iris, so then he got Iris, and he was getting Wells, he was getting Elongated Man, he was getting Cecile,
Yeah.
He was getting everybody, so he was familiar somehow
Yeah.
with their family and stuff, so it wasn't just Barry being like, hey, come on.
But does he do it too much? I think he does it when appropriate.
Yeah, when he has to reach somebody.
When he has to reach someone. And what's your favorite speech that he's given? I mean, of the ones mentioned here, it was the Captain Cold one. Definitely. But
Your past defines you.
all the best speeches. I mean, I really love whenever the elder Jay Garrick talks to the young kids. I mean, he's retired now, but that's always been my favorite. Pep talks or Joe. Joe gives really good.
Joe's really good.
Yeah.
I love when Jay. I don't know. I love Jay too. Jay and Joe both are awesome.
Yeah.
Something about having that older mentor-y kind of person helping. It's great.
The first time we see him in his actual real suit after he got out of the Zoom prison, it's just so great.
Joseph says, so Grace's meta abilities give her the ability to grow older and have some higher abilities, or are we missing something? So some people are thinking that she's just growing older.
Yeah.
Some people are thinking she's coming from the future. We don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. We don't know. There's several options.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Poll.
Matthew Poff says, do you think Nora's secret about Reverse Flash should be revealed by the end of the next episode? P.S. Shark better than Grodd, and Bebo suck it, Eric.
Hey. That's so mean.
I didn't even get to the Bebo. I just saw Shark better than Grodd. I'm like, oh, I better read that. And then I got to the next part. I was like, oh.
Okay, so what was the first part again?
So, the reveal of Reverse Flash and Nora, that thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's only following, if we stop Cicada, this will stop what we need to do. And then once that's failed, we did it and we failed, does she confide in the team, or does she go back to Reverse Flash?
Everything's gonna have to start collapsing soon for her, right? Like,
It's episode 17 next week, or next time, so... We only have 17, 18, 19, 20... We only have like 5 or 6 or 7 episodes, maybe?
5 or 6.
Is there 22 or 23 this season?
I forget.
Okay. We have about 5 to... less than 10 episodes.
And I'm
about 5.
And I'm not sure...
18, 19,
I've seen there is and there isn't a break, like... sometime soon, like after the next episode or the episode after.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Charizard Master says, what do you guys think of this second cicada? Is it just a manifestation of Coma Grace's emotions, or is it Grace in the future? Also, if you were Barry when he was trying to convince Cicada to come with him, how would you do it? I said from the first part, like, don't talk about his legacy, talk about Grace.
Yeah.
Like, Grace is how you reach it. What I was mine is like, don't fall from Grace.
Yeah. Yeah, use that line. Remind him of Lucifer. Yes, do that. Remember Lucifer.
Right. But no, I think, the kid was the thing that he cared the most about.
Yeah.
And especially once they had all the connections of what's going on, her being a meta and everything like that. Like,
Yeah.
But
I just got really attached to the idea that the reason he talks like that is because he's being controlled by a little girl who's idea of evil.
I love that.
But it doesn't seem to be the case.
Oh, maybe. What if he wakes up, he's like, hey, what's up?
Hey, Grace, what's up?
Like, he's talking all happy and stuff. It's like, you want to have some pancakes?
I gotta finish the dollhouse.
Then what would you think?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. How's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Dobby, it was so good to see a threatening cicada.
Yeah.
She should have come sooner, but I want to move to something other than cicada. Look is better, and her abilities allow our heroes to still use their fun powers. But how could she have time travel?
We don't know. It has to be a speedster.
Jeffrey says, is Grace no longer in a coma? I'm not sure.
We don't know.
Dr. Winchester says, how could Cecile read Orland's mind with his powers still activated?
Well, it was turned off. Right there.
I don't know. The flash vibrating and stuff happened after. Hers happened before the injection, I believe, because she was like, I have so much rage. And then they put him to sleep, and then they injected him.
Yeah, maybe I guess just like it's more of a passive power.
Maybe.
And like there's no like outward expression of it, so you can't like do something with it. I don't know.
Does he just have to be like, this area has no powers? Or does it have to be like, oh, that person has a power, like this area, I know they have a power, I'm turn it off. And I know that person has a power, they're just gonna turn it off.
I would imagine he's just affecting the dark matter in an area.
Yeah, maybe. She has dark matter too, so I don't know.
Well, it was also tied with the baby somehow and stuff too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then it was born and then it was still lingering.
Yeah.
And, Derek says, with the Star Labs computers destroyed, does this mean that Sherlock's research on Nora is lost forever?
No, that's like in a different room than the main console room they were in, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. If anything, why does Reverse Flash have a computer in his jail cell? That's a toilet. He hacked it.
Yeah, we're assuming it's a jail cell. Maybe it's a disease thing. Maybe he's quarantined and it's not a jail cell.
Okay.
Or something else. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We assume it's a jail cell.
And it has a countdown timer.
Yeah, like to his execution or something. I don't know. But maybe he's dying and he's quarantined off and that's how long he has left to live.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know.
Why do they have him in a... Okay, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just saying there could be maybe another option, but we just assume it's the other, But I don't know. James says, why doesn't Barry use his super speed to inject Cicada? They easily trust people, including villains, about the cure, which is an annoying part of this episode. It is equivalent to tell people Superman and Supergirl is weak against kryptonite, for example.
They made a point to make this consent thing a thing, and we have to go over the idea that he could just easily stop the villain right now.
But we have to have him say it's okay.
Yeah.
What if he would have said no?
I don't know.
Then what?
I wouldn't have considered any of this. I would have stuck that guy with that thing, and we'd be done. Except there's another cicada. Then I would have stuck her too. I'd be sticking everybody. I'm just going around like, hey, how are you? I'm like,
ah, no! I don't like it. You didn't have consent. I'm for the consent.
Sure, I'm not. For that. You need to do something first. Bad, with your power.
All right. Christopher says, I think Shikata traveled back in time by following Nora after seeing Thawne and only appeared after the cure because that was the moment in time that changed, plus going in after Excess would make her come out later.
So you're saying that like Excess opened a portal when you have to have super speed to go through that, or you have to use a cannon
bubble thing, right? Yeah.
So I don't think you can like go into a.
You can't follow after.
You can't follow a speedster unless you in fact are a speedster.
Yeah. Or if you're holding on to, like you could be holding and they take you with them.
They can take you with them, I think. Yeah.
But I don't think you can just like trail behind them.
I don't think so.
Sky says, Joe is back 5 minutes already. He's figuring out who's who.
Yep.
I've missed Joe, not a question, just some Joe appreciation.
Joe appreciation.
Jacob Young says, this is my only response, using them gifs on Twitter.
What? Calvin going,
what? Ooh, Jacob says, this is more for last episode, but if you main 5 guys were giant meta-human animal monsters, which animal would you each individually be?
Like a boar, so I could be Ganon. That'd be awesome.
Man, let's see.
Hopefully not like, I don't want like Bebop, I want like Ganon.
That'd be that'd be funny. I don't know.
You turtle, you could be a turtle.
Maybe, but I don't want to be like a slow turtle.
You want to be like the guys from Resistance.
No. Although like Gamera,
yeah,
it's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
that could be cool. I'll be a giant turtle. I guess. Yeah, that'd be fun. What would everyone else be?
Calvin could be a otter.
Okay.
Rick can be a. What's something that get lost all the time? Like a bat, like blind. Bats aren't blind, but maybe like so he can have sonar. Might help him out.
What was Shane though?
Like a ferret or something. I don't know.
We're giving him shitty options.
What's wrong with that?
Like one of us would win then. Either the boar or the cool turtle.
Well, yeah.
I'm like Gamera.
I'm Ganon.
You're not Ganon.
That gives me the Triforce of power, man.
Bebop. Charles says the actress who plays adult Grace is the actress that played Alicia on Smallville.
Oh, Clark's girlfriend. I liked her.
Don't remember.
She was kind of stalkery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was. She could teleport, right?
I don't know. Don't remember her from anything.
Yeah.
Chloe, Lana.
Yeah, you should do.
Lois.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's her, huh?
Joshua says, I'm starting to think this season is the Cell Saga. Nora is Trunks, Orlin is Cell from the future.
It is, yeah. I said Cell earlier. Or I said Trunks, I guess I should say.
Weird Mageddon says, Cicada Reveal 2.0 was, and the actress choice, in my opinion, was great. She was Smallville as Clark's teleporting stalker girlfriend. Now with this new Cicada, who do they give the cure to now? Big or Small Grace?
Wow, I would not have recognized her. Yeah, no, I get it.
I don't know. I'd give it to Small Grace, especially if this is from the future, or if she grew. Hell, some people are speculating that maybe Small Grace doesn't exist, and this is aged Small Grace, or maybe it's Dream Grace. I don't know.
We have options. Did not recognize her.
Imperial says, is it me or does it feel kind of cheap to have Ambrose die after technically getting her on our side? She might have been useful in talking some sense into Grace after she comes out of her coma.
I don't think it's cheap. I mean, it makes sense. She's, this version of Cicada, this version of Grace, I should say, saw it as a betrayal and killed her. So, I mean, I don't think it can be an alternate timeline. I think it's got to be a future or current. I don't know.
Imperial Rebel says, Eric, how was the run to Japan to slap Akasan?
Wet.
Did you use flash time or to do more than just that, like sightseeing?
No, I just saw him and slapped him. Little did I know until I watched his video that I slapped the wrong fucking one.
Yeah, that camouflage on.
I was looking for a black guy.
With that mask, though, one of my first thoughts with the mask and the dreads, I thought of the weird guy. Because he had like that weird mask. Yeah, Ragdoll. He had that weird mask and he had those dreads, right?
Camouflage.
Jeez. Yeah. I came to slap Akasan, not Ragdoll.
Yeah. Now I'm too lazy to run back.
Man, we got lunch soon.
I get one of those runs like a year.
Prince of the world over salmon or something. Star City, these vigilantes with their bows and arrows are a clear threat to our society and lives. We must stop them at all costs. Central City villains with godlike speed who tried to kill everyone on multiple occasions make action figures of them and give them coffee.
Yeah, things are a little different.
Danny says, do you think that this should have happened earlier in this season?
I mean, I've always said that I think that these shows would benefit from a shorter season anyway. So, I mean, my default answer is yes. But
I don't know if that's true though. Like S.H.I.E.L.D. usually has longer seasons, but the way they do it is done well.
True.
I think we could have shortened up some of the cicada stuff, brought this in sooner, brought this in, and then maybe jumped into another thing.
Sure. Yes.
But
I mean,
at
it's
the same time,
relatively the same thing.
At the same time, you could have had like a 13 Black Lightning episode or something. But then you don't have a whole season.
Yeah.
It's fun. Would you want to want 13 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I mean, I would want anything of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
we didn't have anything this year. We had to wait until the summer.
Danny says the writer of this episode was talking about a joke that was cut from it. I thought it was funny. Thought you guys might like it. So what got cut? Iris and Jitter's scene talking about how she shouldn't know Nora's birthday because it would reveal the conception date. Nora replying, "Mom, I know how babies are made," and Barry chiming in, "We've been practicing." It was basically just a silly when your parents overshare about their sex lives and embarrass the hell out of you joke. Flash and the Flash and was gonna pay off with a little unbirthday party and Barry singing the style council's "You're the best thing" to Nora and Iris.
Oh, he wanted his karaoke. Okay, that was cut.
Yeah, that's kind of funny though.
Maybe we'll see it someday.
Ryu says, do you think Grace will stab Orlin with a dagger to turn him into a meta again?
Well,
I don't think she'll stab him.
He's a meta because of the meta tech, kind of, though.
Yeah, it's weird.
So the cure works.
I don't understand how that works either, because that's one thing we talked about, because there's, like Spin Zone. Spin Zone's not a meta, right? She just has that phone that can do stuff. Or can not everyone use that phone and only she can use that
because
phone?
It was on her. Technically, the dark matter is in the phone, but it only connects with her because she's the one that was touching it while it happened.
We talked about it too with Weather Wizard Girl, right? Like, only her, like she's the only person that can use that staff?
Maybe.
Or can anybody use that staff?
Yeah.
Because if it's only she can,
then
it kind of works with like, well, there's a meta thing going on between this item and you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Lars Jacima says, was there ever a time you got in trouble with your significant other because you couldn't swallow your pride? I'm sure all the time. I guarantee Melanie would be like, yes.
Yeah. I couldn't swallow my pride. I don't think so.
You're fucking wrong.
Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, if we ever have a disagreement about, like, you know, we don't really disagree about much, but whenever we do, I usually don't. I usually just like, well, I mean, I don't agree, but, you know, you gotta know about that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I'm being too nice about something, you know?
Like Melanie, like recently, she has strep throat right now. And like, back whenever it first started and she was talking about all the problems, I'm like, you should probably go see a doctor. She goes, no, I just got a cold and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, you might need an antibiotic or something to get rid of it. And then like 4 days later, it hasn't gone away and nothing's gone on. She went to the doctor. She's like, well, they did a swab out strep throat. You know, antibiotics. I'm like, man, if only someone would have told you sooner.
You son of a bitch.
Maybe told you to go to the doctor, you might be healed by now.
Yeah. And thus your pride. Everyone's like, hell, I got an example this week. That's funny.
All right. Dip says, if you had a few days to spend with your family like Nora and Iris, what would you have on your to-do list? This was the Iris and Barry list. Would you pick anything from this or something separate like a Star Wars marathon? Mm-hmm. They had things like skiing, sneak onto Jitter's roof, ziplining, eat in Sebastiano's. I think that was in the episode before, wasn't it? Wasn't there like a death there? Mm. Star Wars movie marathon, laser tag, teach Nora to drive, camping, karaoke, midnight screening of Rocky.
Oh, interesting. For my family, like if I was, because I don't have any kids, so if I was the Nora and then I was going with my parents, it'd probably be like, especially if I'm going back in time, like take a ride in my dad's Camaro, like when he had a couple Camaros back then.
Yeah.
So either that, I mean, it would definitely be.
Yeah, going back in time would be weird, because like imagine going back
Yeah.
You know, meeting them like before
When they're
you're
young,
born or
yeah.
something. You know, like what's something they would want you like? I want you to experience this with me while you're here before you're gone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything like I don't know.
This is a kind of a weird one, but go hunting with my dad. And I say that because my dad, when I was growing up, didn't really like hunting or the taste of deer meat.
Really?
And that was because when they first got together and had my brother, they didn't have a lot of money, so my dad hunted to eat.
Oh, really?
And he said that, like, he was always... He
just got tired of it?
He was like, I should be making enough to provide my family. I don't have to do this. You know, I have to go out in the woods and bring home dinner, you know, or else we're not eating. So he associated the taste of meat with that. But, like, I think it'd be interesting. It's such a bygone age, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people do that anymore, you know? So I think that would be interesting to, like,
I mean, that was,
go find dinner.
Back in the day, like, people, it wasn't that.
Yeah, that's what
I don't
they
have
did.
enough money to provide my family. No, you went out, you hunted, you brought it in. That's what you did.
Yeah, so I think that would be interesting. Like, you know, like provide dinner for my baby brother. I think that would be a fun one.
That's interesting. Provide dinner. So you went in like while Kenny's born, but you're not born.
Yeah.
That'd be a great time.
That would be cool.
Like, oh, look at you.
I beat him up.
Yeah.
Barry.
I really don't have any ideas. I mean, my parents used to travel a lot. It would be neat to go back to when they used to travel with my brothers, and they would take them for the summer.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to be there and be able to
Experience
see
that.
like them when they were younger and stuff too. That'd be a neat thing to do.
Yeah.
As far as for my kids, I don't know what I'd bring them back to play Rock Band.
Yeah.
I used to love playing Rock Band. Now it's like gone. There's no more Rock
You
Band.
need to bring him in to do reactions with you. Like your old adult to do a reaction, because surely we've crashed and burned Blind Wave by then.
Oh no.
And they need to experience Blind Wave.
Yeah, that could be neat.
Okay.
All right, that's it for Q&As, guys. We are done.
And we have our poll ready to go.
Ooh.
Who is this version of Grace? Where does she come from? So we have future Grace from our timeline. We have an alternate timeline Grace. This isn't from the future, or it is, but it's a different timeline that we're not currently experiencing.
What if because of that now, like, what if Nora can't go back and talk to Reverse Flash?
It's possible, but I'm going to say no, but maybe. We have, it's a manifestation of the Mind Guardian
Grace.
Cicada. It just seems to be, it's a weird coincidence that Cicada was like, that version of Cicada is in this girl's mind in the present, if in fact she also is a future version. That's just weird.
Yeah.
And then current but an aged Grace.
Yeah. Like, did it somehow age her up?
Yeah. Or
Another
another Earth's Grace. All right, we got some options.
There's a lot of options there.
There's a lot of options. I imagine that's all of them.
I can't think
but
of anything
we
else.
can throw in like an
There's something else.
Something
if you got
else.
some other idea, we'll put it something else.
Something else is breaking through.
You
Someone.
got like 6 options.
Yes.
And then leave the comments of there, especially if you pick something else.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think it is that we're just reading. You didn't think of this, you fools?
I'm going to say it's a future Grace. I'm not claiming to know how she got here, though it's probably a speedster, a rival speedster, whether that's Reverse Flash or someone drive a Reverse Flash.
I'm going to go with some kind of, because of my thoughts before, I'm going to go with a dream cicada.
So this is the manifestation cicada
somehow.
from Grace.
I'm going to say that because she got hit in the head,
Okay.
it's been doing more mindy stuff rather than just like she's the same thing as her
Gotcha.
uncle. So
All right.
I'll go with that.
Okay. Well, that's what we think. We want to hear what you have to think. You can find that poll over at patreon.com/blindwave. And we're done. We'll see you guys next week. Guys, thank you very much for watching this reaction. If you want to see more Flash reactions, make sure you're subscribed.
Yes.
You hit that little notification bell so you always get notifications of when Blind Wave's bringing up new stuff. And make sure you guys stick around for other Arrowverse stuff like Arrow, Black Lightning, soon Legends of Tomorrow, and
Coming
Supergirl.
back. April Fool's Day.